Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again to the Farts and Craps Show, where I'm going to be your host for this video, Dan Joe McCraps, and today we have part 36? 46? 36. Yeah, Tales of Vesperia, Definitive Edition. Hope you guys are doing super well. It is called Definitive Edition, right? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Whew. Had to make sure. I was like, wait a minute, am I wrong about this? So yeah, it's been 1 week since you looked at me, and like 2 weeks since has it been 2 weeks? Wow. Yeah, it's been a while since I've recorded this game, so I am not sure. I wasn't sure what we were supposed to be doing. Apparently Yuri's got himself a little bit of a harem. Naughty. Since Carol, Repeat, and Raven are sitting in the wings. But yeah, so we're here at the inn. This is actually, I believe, where I'm supposed to be. Since once we got here, Raven was like, hey, I'm starving. Let's go to the inn. Oh, we got a life bottle. Cool. I guess that's out of the minibar or something. But, yeah, it's, I think we're just supposed to stay the night at the inn to progress with the story. Wow. Oh yeah, this is the room where I talked to Lloyd and his associates. It's weird they have 2 rooms though, and one of them is like much nicer. But yeah, let's go ahead and stay at the inn, because I think this is what we're supposed to do.
Huh. So
yeah.
Even the Union can't sit still when it knows a princess of the Empire is out on the loose.
Hint, hint, Estelle.
Then the Dawn knows that I'm a candidate for the Imperial throne too.
Yep. That's why he told me to come keep an eye on you.
That's like... Oh wait, no, that's not exactly how I'm sitting. I was gonna say, like, Raven is sitting, like, exactly like I sit. But no, because he's got his, like, feet kind of, like, parallel to each other and facing forward. Would that be more comfortable? I don't think it would. I'm gonna try this out. Whoa. Oh, geez. Oh, no. No, this is worse. This is a lot worse. My legs do not like to stretch like that. Oof. Yeah, no, this would negatively affect my vocal delivery. Let's just continue with the game.
So you're here to observe her? That's kind of creepy.
Really?
What? Is it just me?
Anyway, here I finally catch up with you, and I wind up sticking my foot in that mess back there. It hasn't been easy for old Raven.
But why worry so much about Estelle?
It's only natural considering the state of things between the Empire and the Union.
Each side is trying to feel the other out. The Dawn just wants to keep track of their movements.
So, you're all planning on looking for this pharaoh by going to the sands of Kogor.
Yeah, that's... Sure. It's totally what we're doing. Oh, right, the weird dragon thing. That sound, by the way, was me, like, tapping myself repeatedly, very quickly on the forehead. The weird dragon thing that attacked Dongrest.
Yes. Do you know what sort of place a desert is?
Well, it's hot and dry, and they've got a lot of sand there.
Wow, Carol is super informed. Just like such a smart kid.
That's putting it lightly. It's not as easy as all that, though.
Our plan is to get to the area together first.
And then?
Then I guess we'll go around and ask where Pharaoh is.
I don't even know where to begin commenting on that plan.
You and me both, Rita.
So it's not just that you don't want to go back to the castle anymore, right?
Well...
Oh, she hit the nail on the head. That's part of it. Come on, Estelle. Spill them tasty-ass beans.
It'd be easier on old Raven if you did, though. I'm just saying.
Oh, so if I can make Raven's life harder, I'm gonna do that. Let's go to the desert.
No, I'm sorry, but I have to know the truth behind Pharaoh's words.
Huh. Well, the Desier continent actually suits me just fine.
Why is that?
Oh, right, we have to get on a fucking Judith looking amazing. I forgot about that. We have to get on a boat to go to a new continent. I forgot about that, but that's what we're doing. That's what's happening. I swear I'm invested in this story. These gaps between recording, man, they're fucking... Ugh. And by the way, when I said a while ago, some of these episodes are going to get a little bit shorter, I know the last one, I had a rant at the end that took quite a bit of time. But yeah, I'm going to try to stick to that. So these are probably going to be about 40 minutes a piece from here on out. I don't want to cut them all the way down to like 20, 30. But yeah, like 35, 40, right in there, probably. So, barring any kind of like can't stop because of cutscenes or boss battles, you know, that sort of thing.
I've got to go to Nordopolica for another errand I'm running for the Don. Have to deliver a letter to Bellius.
Whoa, that's pretty important.
That's the boss of the Colosseum and ruler of Nordopolica, isn't it?
Technically speaking, he's called the Duce.
The Duce. I don't believe I've been to Nordopolica yet, so I think he's talking about a place on the Desier continent. Oh, damn, he did that anime,
Do you
like,
know what's written in the letter?
throwing paper right through the air without it flittering. That's so cool.
It's got something to do with those monsters that attacked Dongrest.
Also, I love those pants. Like, I would, if I had a pair of those pants, like, fuck, dude, I would wear that shit all the time. All the time. I know it's a Heihachi thing, but it looks good. I think it's from Tekken 3, actually. Is it from 2? It might be from 3. I don't remember. Man, I need to go back and play Tekken 2. I've revisited Tekken 3 a little bit, but Tekken 2 was my jam when I was younger. And even though it was kind of light on modes and stuff, like Tekken 3 introduced like the Force mode, I felt in certain ways Tekken 2 was more classic, I guess, for lack of a better term. And Soul Blade. That was another Bandai Namco one. In case you guys didn't know, Soul Blade was essentially, or Soul Edge, depending on what region you lived in, was the precursor to Soul Calibur. And Soul Blade on the PS1, I believe, had an actual like adventure mode, like with a world map, kind of like the Dreamcast version of Soul Calibur, and not the later port that they did. I think it was for the 360 and PS3 Soul Calibur. But yeah, the it was kind of a little bit stripped down comparatively to as far as features and stuff goes. Because I believe in Soul Blade. Because in Soul Calibur, like you got like some of the key art, and some of the, like concept art with like little bits of story and stuff as kind of a reward for going through the adventure mode, and that was amazing. Some of that was so good. And I mean, it did feel a little bit tacked on, but there was also like specific challenges and stuff. Actually, very similar to World of Light. Very similar. So, like, specific challenges with restrictions and traversing a world map that was static, but also, like, you unlock new locations over time. It has a lot of parallels to World of Light and Smash Ultimate, actually. But in Soul Blade, you actually unlocked weapons for characters, I believe. I think that was part of it. But yeah, I don't know. It's been so many years. I think it was between Tekken 2 and Tekken 3 as far as like release goes. And it's probably incredibly dated as far as like a 3D fighter goes, but I remember the gameplay being very tight. So it probably holds up just as well, if not better, than Tekken 2. I still would probably say that, technically speaking, Tekken 3 was probably one of the best fighters on the PS1. For 3D, that is. I'm not saying it's better than Marvel vs. Capcom, or even Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, or X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Those games were super well done. But yeah, for a Namco, like, first party, like 3D fighting game, I mean, they really were the kings at the time of that genre. And granted, they were just console ports of arcade games, but those arcade games were the cornerstone of their business, I would even say, at the time. I mean, Namco they got their name, that was their claim to fame, was the arcade. Even like Pac-Man, their first hit back in like 1981, I think. It was early 1980s. It was the same year as Empire Strikes Back. I believe it might have been a little bit before that, but yeah, it was a huge time. And going forward, yeah, they had so many bangers. Because yeah, the Tekken series was huge at the time. The Soul Blade arcade game, Soul Calibur being the follow-up. Yeah, there's just oof. Anyway, let's continue with this. Sorry about that Namco rant. Sometimes I name the episodes after the rant, but I don't know. Hopefully, I might not do that with this one. So,
In particular about that Pharaoh chap you all are following. The Don thinks Bellius will know something about that monster.
Looks like it just became worth our while to pay this Bellius a visit too.
Right.
So if you don't mind, Raven here will just tag along with you.
That's fine, but you'll have to follow the laws of brave Vesperia.
Got it. It's not like I can go join in your guild, you know? You understand.
Why can't you join Brave Vesperia?
It's against the rules for anybody to be in 2 guilds at the same time. And I guess technically speaking, you are a member of Altosk.
What do you mean, technically?
So are we done? I'm gonna go get some rest then.
Okay. What do you think Rita's gonna do?
What indeed?
Does this mean we're on our own until we leave tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll all meet down at the harbor then.
Oh, cool. It's another one of these free roaming. Like, now you're doing your own thing. You can explore the town a little bit if you want and shit. That's cool. You know, I've been thinking... I know I've mentioned this before because, you know, playing this game and stuff, but... yeah, let me know if you guys want, like, a Klonoa playthrough on the channel. It's kind of a basic, I would say, Kirby-esque 2D platformer. But I got it working really well in my PlayStation Classic, so I would probably do it on there. It's because, like, I would do the Wii version, but I've looked into that, and as I've pretty sure I've mentioned before, it is a very expensive game at this point, and I don't think it's available. It might be available on the Wii U. I don't think so. It might be. If it is, if it's one of the Wii games that's available on the Wii U eShop, I'll do that, because the Wii version it's the same game, it's just so much prettier. But I mean, they only released like 20 or so like Wii games on the Wii U digitally, which is a real shame. But yeah, that's also how we did the Kirby's Return to Dreamland episodes, and those are going to be coming back. But we wanted to wait till Jade could join us again for those as a group. So, I mean, I will finish that game if nobody else wants to, but the group wants to. So, we're going to do it. We're just going to wait till we can all sit down and play it and record and shit, so.
What's the matter, boss?
I don't know if I like you calling me that.
The boss is the boss. What would you have me calling you instead?
Just call me whatever you called me before. This boss thing seems a little over the top.
Oh, you mean your name? Carol?
It makes me feel silly to have you calling me that.
Don't you think you'll get used to it?
Well, maybe.
Well, you know way more about guilds than I do, right?
I guess. The boss of a guild has to stand as a role model for everyone else. I wonder if I could be that great of a person.
Come on, it's not like you're expected to be the best boss ever from the very beginning. You can take it a little at a time.
I like how his mouth didn't move for any part of that last sentence. Yeah, I mean, that'd be really heavy. I really hope Yuri, like, kind of mentors Carol throughout the game. Kind of helps him with, like, confidence and... I mean, it's not just confidence. It's also about, like, you know, like, maturity in all aspects, not just, like... Well, not necessarily just... Not physical maturity, but, like, emotional, mental maturity. Just having... I don't know. he's definitely not ready for it, I would say. So I'm curious how this plays out.
For now, our guild has a job to complete.
You're right. First, we need to take Estelle to meet Pharaoh. But do you think we'll be able to meet him?
Our guild's job is to figure out a way to meet him. If we can't meet him, we won't get our reward, and people will lose confidence in our abilities. That's all there is to it.
I think we may have picked something a little too tough for our first job.
It's more of a challenge that way, and our reward will be that much bigger too. Let's make the best of it.
Yeah.
Okay, time to find our other party members. Probably Judith, Estelle. Repeat's probably just like taking a nap somewhere already. Oh. I guess Rita's hanging out by herself in the other room? So wait, when you pay them 300 gold, are you getting both rooms? Like what, they have a capacity of 1?
Do you really plan on helping Estelle find that pharaoh whatever?
Yeah, I guess so.
Didn't that thing say that Estelle was an insipid poison or something?
Yeah, I heard.
After something like that, I guess you can't just tell her to forget about the whole thing. But it won't help her if she uses that as an excuse not to deal with the issue of the succession to the throne.
Yeah, I'm worried that might happen.
What are you talking about? That's what is happening.
Yeah, maybe.
But...
You're saying I should take her back to the castle?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
It was her decision. We have to let her figure out what she should really do.
You realize it might come to blows with this pharaoh guy, right? She won't get to figure out anything at all if she dies.
She's not gonna die. That's why I'm going with her.
Ugh, have it your way then.
Sorry about that, just had to clear my throat and shit. It was it's just a little bit of a, I don't know, a little bit of like a mucusy day this morning, you know? Don't want to get too gross, but you know, just sinuses being weird. It's just I used to have really bad allergies, and nowadays my allergies are just kind of all over the place, I guess. So that's why I try to prepare properly for recording sessions and streams and stuff. It's just it's kind of difficult sometimes. What's up, boy?
I said that I will deal with things in my way of doing.
Who's a good repeat? Yeah, you are. Who's a good boy? Repeat's a good boy. Yeah, you are.
But I let Cumore escape that easily. What a shame.
Wait, wasn't he that? Oh, no. No. I was like, isn't that the guy you killed? I let him escape down the river. I didn't even make sure he's dead. Fuck. He's probably gonna come back. Rigo's probably not dead.
I don't know how I could explain this to Flynn.
But, I mean, there are other bad guys. It's not necessarily gonna be a... Nevermind was gonna drop a spoiler for a game I haven't played on the show yet, so not gonna do that. And even if I have played it on the show, I'm not gonna drop spoilers for other RPGs. Would be like, oh, it's like this game. People would be like, oh, damn it, now I know the bad guy comes back in that game. Fuck. Thanks a lot, Danjo. No, we try to be spoiler-free here.
I know. We have Guild's job to deal with rather than Q more.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just can't let him loose. Men of his kind will never learn, and will always repeat the same thing forever. I'll have to do something. I left the Empire and formed a guild for this kind of purpose. He will get what he deserves.
So Yuri's gonna kill him? Man, if I saw somebody like if I saw that, if I saw Yuri just like walking down the, or somebody like that, you know, just like puts their hands up and just like shoots a little green fireball out of their hand, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, even in this world, this fictional world that they live in, I would imagine that is not normal. I wonder where the rest of them are. Am I supposed to find the others and such, or... Guess I'll check this building. Oh, Kaufman. She might have a fit if we go inside. Oh yeah, the pink-haired girl. I was like, hey, you should join Fortune's Market. I could use a guy like you. Wink. In the sack. It's like, yeah, I get it. It's Estelle. I almost didn't recognize her because, like, the costumes. Who the fuck is this? Oh, get a burp.
I'm just incorrigible.
Incorrigible.
Whenever something or someone catches my eye, I forget all about everything else.
Yeah. So that's why you haven't left my side. Just like, no, I didn't mean it like that. Yuri, what do you think of Judith?
I really lose sight of everything I was planning on doing beforehand.
Yep, that's about right.
Because I was thinking of a three-way. Oh!
I came to my senses after Judith told me. Until now, I've been dragging the rest of you around with me like there's no tomorrow.
Hey, it could be worse. If you were Empress, one word from you and the entire Empire would run off to do your bidding.
Yeah. I kind of feel like coming with you was the right choice.
Oh yeah?
I've been able to see all sorts of new things. I still don't know whether I'm going to take the Imperial throne, but there are still so many things left to learn about in this world.
And Pharaoh's one of those things?
It scares me to think about it, but I have to know who I am. I have to know what he meant by saying I was the insipid poison of this world.
It sounds like you've made up your mind.
Yuri? I might end up trying to order you guys around again. Next time I do that, yell at me, would ya?
Like, are you sure about that, Estelle? I don't...
Sure. It's not the sort of personality trait that's easy to fix by yourself. Though there's another guy who's also a tough nut to crack, so I think we'll let him be the one we vent our frustration on.
Well, I'm going back to the inn.
Ooh, I wonder if there's like... Okay, so mild spoiler because this is from 23 years ago. Back in 1997, there was a little gem on the PS1 called Final Fantasy VII, and different actions you could perform, mostly through dialogue, early in the game, kind of determined a late game romance possibility. And it was pretty low key. There wasn't a whole lot to it. It was mostly just like one optional scene at the Gold Saucer. And depending on who you interacted with most favorably would be who you went on this little date with. I wonder if there's something like that in this game. That would be really cool. I'm just like looking around trying to find the other party members. Oh, here's Raven. What's up, buddy?
I can't believe we have to travel with you.
Oh shit, Yuri. Come on, dude. That's not cool.
What? You ain't happy?
Well, I'm not exactly jumping for joy.
You're too glum. Lighten up. Didn't I stand together with you in the face of evil?
That was only because you had to. I still haven't forgotten about what you did at Nor Harbor.
You still remember that. Some people just don't know when to give up.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I'm not about to make a list of all your offenses. Saying that I'd rather not have your company on our trip is already more than enough.
Shit, dude.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'll be on my best behavior. I behaved myself at Cave Mock and Gasperos, didn't I?
Yeah, that sure would be nice.
What should worry you more is whether or not these old bones will be able to keep up with you youngins for much longer.
You know, I think he's just in on the joke at this point. But Raven isn't that old. Like according to the game, he's like, well, I don't think they've revealed that yet, but it was something I learned when looking at reviews and stuff for the game, like before I even bought it, so it might be a potential. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Never mind.
You plan on sticking with us until Estelle goes back to the castle?
The Don ordered me to keep an eye on the girl. I ain't got much choice in the matter.
Sounds like a tough job.
I wonder if I could hand her over to the Imperial Knights somewhere.
I can see it in your eyes, old man. You're thinking bad thoughts again.
Nah, not at all.
Well, it's really too bad that you're going to be traveling with us, but might as well make the best of it.
What do you mean, really too bad? Well, whatever. Anyway, Raven the Great is going back to the inn. Later, boy.
You know, you would think Yuri would cut him a little bit of slack since he's acting on behalf of the Dawn. And Yuri likes that guy for the most part. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. See him. Blah, 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 blah. Can't go in there. You gonna let me in there, bro? Prison takes out some items, looking for someone to help reorganize? You wanna help lend a hand? Sure, I'll help you reorganize, dude, but how am I supposed to reorganize if I can't get in? Okay, I've got to get the place cleaned up, but I didn't want to do it alone. I think you might want to lend a hand. Sure. Let me in the... What a douche. Maybe I'm supposed to come back in the morning or something? Oh, well, I couldn't find Judith. Yeah, it's just a guard. Raven and Rita and repeat. Yeah, Judith is the only one I couldn't find. Oh, there she is.
Oh? Are you going to look for that Cumore guy by any chance?
Nah, just going on a walk. Where were you?
Just out for a walk like you.
What you said to Estelle earlier hasn't been gnawing at you, has it?
What I said earlier.
Didn't you say some pretty harsh things to Estelle?
Oh, right. Sorry to beat you to the punch like that.
What? You didn't beat me to the punch on anything.
You were going to tell her the same thing that I did, weren't you?
What, you figured it out? You don't have to apologize for something like that.
All right.
So weren't you going off to look for Cumore after feeling bad about hurting Estelle with what you said?
No, I wasn't. You don't believe me?
You care for other people's feelings a lot more than you let on, I think.
No, not at all.
Well, whatever.
What about you? Aren't you going out to look for him?
I told you already, I'm just going for a walk.
I think it's great that they're so similar. Like, they are so similar. And they just like Judith just acts as a mirror for Yuri. It's great. He's like, oh, well, I'm over analytical about everybody, but you're like me. And I don't want to overanalyze myself. What the hell? I think I'm actually concerned about you? That's funny. And they both like don't let on that they actually like care. It's really funny in my opinion. I really like their back and forth. It's very endearing. Oh, yeah, there's Raven. There's Estelle. Your room is next door, right? Oh, I guess the ladies are staying in the nice room. Oh, getting up some nighttime shenanigans, huh? Let me tag along too. Careful, Raven, I don't like you. In fact, I just told you how much I don't like you. But, yeah, guys, it's 38 minutes in. So this actually fits perfectly with what I was saying for a new length format between 35 and 40. So I will sign off by saying thank you all for being here once again. I greatly appreciate the support, and you guys have all the comments so highly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. I mean, if you're still watching this at this point in the video, we love you guys. It's been so encouraging, especially from all the other like fellow YouTubers, and just like people taking the time to stop on by. It's really kind of helped me feel a little validated in prioritizing our YouTube content, and I try. There are a lot of channels I support as well. I try to get to all those when I can. Typically in the morning when I have like my downtime, and I kind of just have like, it's when I take my me time. It's you guys may have noticed videos have been pretty consistently going up in the morning recently. That's why. It's when I try to get through all the comments and try to, do a lot of the stuff before I have to take care of my other responsibilities for the day. So After we hit our next milestone, I'll probably make a standalone video about it. Probably at 700 subscribers. I might do one for every 100 until we hit 1,000, and then I'll do like a special one for that for sure. Or I might just do the halfway, kind of do one at 800 and then do a bigger one at 1,000. Because I don't know, we might actually be at 700 by the time this goes out. So, but yeah, hope you all have a beautiful day. Remember to take a few minutes for yourself today. To just recenter your mind and your spirit. And just be at one with the universe. It's taking a little meditative time every day is important. For me, I feel like it's most effective before I go to sleep and when I first wake up. Although just, making sure you take breaks throughout the day is very important as well, whether it's just to get a little snack, to get those calories that you need, or to get up and just get some water, move around a little bit. It's just little things like that will vastly improve just your peace of mind. And that's part of the reason we do chill and funny videos, because we're trying to spread that, and we hope it sticks with you guys. So anyway, have a beautiful day, many blessings on your journey, and until next time, things. All right, bye-bye now.